Conflict. It's a part of life. From minor disagreements to major disputes, conflict can arise in any relationship, whether it be with family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers. While conflict is inevitable, how we choose to handle it can have a profound impact on our well-being and the quality of our relationships. Unresolved conflict can lead to stress, resentment, and broken bonds. It can escalate into anger, aggression, and even violence. However, conflict, when managed constructively, can also be an opportunity for growth, understanding, and positive change. Resolving conflict effectively requires a specific set of skills and a willingness to approach the situation with a calm and open mind. In this essay, we will explore practical strategies to navigate conflict constructively, transforming disagreements into opportunities for stronger connections and personal growth. By mastering the art of conflict resolution, we empower ourselves to build more harmonious relationships and create a more peaceful world around us. Remember, conflict doesn't have to be destructive, it can be a catalyst for positive transformation. Before we delve into conflict resolution strategies, it's important to understand the different types of conflicts we might encounter. This understanding can help us tailor our approach and choose the most effective techniques for each situation. Conflicts often stem from differing needs, values, or interests. One common type of conflict is interpersonal conflict, which occurs between individuals. This might involve disagreements over personal matters, differing opinions, or personality clashes. Another type is intrapersonal conflict, which is an internal struggle within oneself. This could involve conflicting desires, moral dilemmas, or struggling with difficult emotions. Intragroup conflict arises within a group, such as a family, team, or community. This could involve disagreements over goals, roles, or resources. Lastly, intergroup conflict occurs between different groups. This might involve prejudice, discrimination, or competition for power and resources. By recognizing the type of conflict we are facing, we can better understand its root causes and apply the most appropriate strategies for resolution. Active listening is a cornerstone of effective conflict resolution. It involves fully concentrating on what the other person is saying, understanding their perspective, and responding in a way that shows you have heard and acknowledged their feelings and thoughts. Active listening requires more than just hearing the words being spoken. It involves paying attention to nonverbal cues, such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. When we listen actively, we create a safe and respectful space for the other person to express themselves openly and honestly. To practice active listening, maintain eye contact, nod your head to show understanding, and avoid interrupting. Use verbal cues such as, "I see," "Tell me more," or "I understand how you feel," to show that you are engaged and present in the conversation. By demonstrating that you are truly listening, you build trust and rapport, creating a foundation for a more constructive and productive dialogue. While active listening is crucial for understanding the other person's perspective, it's equally important to communicate your own needs and feelings clearly and assertively. Assertive communication involves expressing yourself honestly and respectfully without being passive or aggressive. Being assertive means standing up for your rights and expressing your thoughts and feelings confidently, while also respecting the rights and opinions of others. It is about finding a balance between being direct and being considerate. When communicating assertively, use I statements to express your feelings and needs. For example, instead of saying "you're always late," try saying "I feel frustrated when I'm kept waiting." This approach helps to avoid blaming or accusing the other person. Remember, assertive communication is not about winning or getting your way. It's about creating a space for open and honest dialogue, where both parties feel heard and respected. Section 5. Empathy. Stepping into their shoes. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It involves stepping outside of our own perspective and trying to see the situation from the other person's point of view. Empathy does not mean that you agree with the other person's perspective, but rather that you make an effort to understand their feelings and why they might feel that way. When we approach conflict with empathy, we are more likely to find common ground and reach a mutually acceptable resolution. To practice empathy, try asking yourself questions like, what might be going on in their life that's influencing their behavior? Or how would I feel if I were in their shoes? Remember, everyone has their own unique experiences and perspectives that shape their views and reactions. By cultivating empathy, we can bridge the gap between ourselves and others, fostering a sense of understanding and compassion. Section 6. Finding common ground, the key to resolution. At the heart of every conflict lies a set of unmet needs, differing interests, or clashing values. Finding common ground involves identifying the areas where your needs and interests overlap with those of the other person. Start by asking open-ended questions to understand the other person's perspective and motivations. Look for shared goals, values, or concerns that can serve as a foundation for building a resolution. Remember, even in the midst of disagreement, there are often areas of agreement that can be leveraged to find a solution that works for everyone involved. Once you have identified areas of common ground, focus on building on those shared interests. This might involve brainstorming creative solutions, exploring compromises, or finding ways to meet each other's needs more effectively. By focusing on common ground, we shift the dynamic from an adversarial battle to a collaborative problem-solving process, paving the way for a more positive and productive outcome. Section 7. Brainstorming, creating a win-win situation. Brainstorming is a powerful tool for generating creative solutions in conflict resolution. It involves coming up with as many potential solutions as possible, without judgment or criticism. The goal is to generate a wide range of options, some of which might be outside-the-box thinking. Encourage everyone involved to contribute their ideas, no matter how unconventional they may seem. Create a safe and non-judgmental atmosphere where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts openly. Once you have a list of potential solutions, evaluate each option carefully, considering the pros and cons from everyone's perspective. The goal is to find a solution that addresses the needs and interests of everyone involved, creating a win-win situation. Remember, brainstorming is a collaborative process that requires flexibility, creativity, and a willingness to consider different perspectives. Section 8. Seeking mediation, a helping hand. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, conflicts can become entrenched and difficult to resolve on our own. In such cases, seeking the assistance of a neutral third party, such as a mediator, can be incredibly beneficial. A mediator is a trained professional who can help facilitate communication, identify underlying issues, and guide the parties towards a mutually acceptable resolution. Mediators do not take sides or impose solutions. Rather, they act as neutral facilitators, helping to create a safe and structured environment for dialogue and negotiation. Mediation can be particularly helpful in situations where emotions are running high, communication has broken down, or the parties have reached an impasse in their negotiations. By providing a fresh perspective and expert guidance, mediators can help to bridge the gap between conflicting parties and pave the way for a more amicable resolution. Remember, seeking mediation is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and a commitment to finding a peaceful and constructive solution. I bet you didn't know that conflict can be a catalyst for positive change. Mastering the art of conflict resolution is an ongoing journey that requires patience, practice, and a willingness to learn and grow. It's about transforming conflicts from destructive battles into opportunities for greater understanding, stronger relationships, and personal growth. By embracing the principles of active listening, assertive communication, empathy, and creative problem-solving, we can navigate conflicts constructively and build a more peaceful world around us. Remember, conflict is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be destructive. It can be a catalyst for positive change if we choose to approach it with a spirit of understanding, respect, and a commitment to finding common ground. As you continue your journey towards mastering peace, remember that every conflict, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embrace the challenge, and watch as your relationships flourish and your world becomes a more harmonious and fulfilling place. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences on conflict resolution. Share them in the comments below, and let's foster a community of growth and understanding together.